All right, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be starting something brand new. This is going to be my business. This is going to be how you, as a college student, can lose weight easily, effectively, quick, and feel better about yourself. Actually, we're going to talk about the 5 easiest ways or 5 easy tips you can do today to start losing weight. I speak from experience when I say that, when I talk about weight loss. As you can tell, I'm still a bigger dude. I play football for Catholic University of America, and right now I'm at about 225 pounds. You don't have to listen to what everyone says is healthy necessarily. Whatever you feel is healthy for yourself is where you should want to be at. So right now I'm at 225 pounds, around there, and that's where I feel healthiest at. I'm currently working my way up back towards closer to 240 pounds because I want to play football. I need to be heavier to be competitive. So that's just a fact. Speaking from that, I was closer to 260 pounds over not even a year ago. I was hovering close to 260 pounds, and I wanted that to change. You know, I wanted to see change in myself. I wanted to see that extra weight drop off because it wasn't healthy. It didn't look good. It didn't feel good. It slowed me down. It wasn't healthy for my football. Even though mass does move mass, it was better for me to lose that weight because it makes me a better football player. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into this. So number 1 on 5 easier ways to lose weight, especially for college students, because that's where I'm at. I'm in college. I'm a sophomore. And these are something that I have looked into deeply, and they help me a lot. So starting off, we're going to talk about calories. I'm not going to make this too long because, I know college students are very busy. So starting with calories. So how do you know what you're supposed to eat, how many calories you're supposed to get in a day, and how are you supposed to know that, So for calories, right? So it all depends. When a lot of people ask me about weight loss. A lot of people ask me because they've seen what I've gone through. They ask me, what did you do? What can I do that you did? And I say you have to start by assessing what you want, right? So you have to look and say, what is my goal? Is my goal to lose 20 pounds, right? If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna just set a little daily goal for yourself, right? You're gonna say, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, well then I need to be in a calorie deficit for a certain amount of time, right? That is the only way physically to lose weight, is through a calorie deficit. You'll hear that a lot. You'll hear a lot of things that say otherwise, but scientifically, the only way to actually physically lose weight is through a calorie deficit. Now, a calorie deficit, just to put it in means terms, is essentially when you do not consume more calories than your body needs. Let's say your body needs 2,500 calories to run for that day. Your body needs 2,500 calories to run. So let's say you're gonna go and we're gonna get 2,200 calories. We're in a 300 calorie deficit because of that. So that means that over time, we will begin to lose weight because we're in that calorie deficit, losing calories every single day, just like that. And the kind of science behind it is every pound of fat on your body is close to 3,500 calories. Let's say you cut out 500 calories a day from your diet, right? Or, not even diet. Let's just say you cut out 500 calories a day. Then in 1 week, you're going to lose 1 pound of weight. Now that is not going to all attribute to body fat just because we carry a lot of water weight. So probably a little bit of water weight in between there too. But if you see the kind of rhythm I'm going with, 500 calories a day for a week is a pound lost. Scientifically, that makes sense, right? If you diet or try to lose weight and you don't track your calories, you're not going to lose weight. That is just plain and simple. I've had close friends tell me, I've been doing this for a while and I've seen no results. And I tell them, are you tracking your calories? They're like, no, I don't have time for that. No, you have time for that. You have to track your calories. Super uber important. That's the thing you must do. How do you know how many calories you're supposed to get, right? How am I supposed to know, If I'm really active, am I supposed to eat 3,000, 4,000 calories a day? If I'm sedentary, if I'm more sitting down all day, I'm college, Zoom classes, whatever, during quarantine, am I supposed to get 2,000, 2,500, 1,500? What am I supposed to do? So what I would do and this is what I've done before, is you are going to want to use a BMR calculator. You'll hear a lot of people talk about things like BMI, right? The body mass index. That is false. Don't worry about a BMI scale. Don't worry about anything like that. What you're going to want to worry about is a BMR calculator. BMR is basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is something that calculates how active you are with your age, your gender, your body weight, and your height. And that is going to determine what kind of calories you need based on your body's physical needs. The body mass index solely accounts for your height and your weight. Now, that is very, very, very misleading, because you'll hear people have a BMI number of 30 or above, and you'll say, well, that person's really fat, they're out of shape, it sucks to be them. But you have NFL players, big, huge linebackers, people that are 6'5", 290 pounds or 260 pounds, and the BMI calculator says that they are fat, that they're overweight, that they're unhealthy. And I condemn that, because it's so misleading compared to what's actually legitimate facts versus what is just taken for. So use a BMR calculator. You can find them on the internet. I'll link one in the description below. It's very easy, very simple to use. Takes 30 seconds of your day, and you'll figure out what kind of calories you need. Moving on to step 2. We're going to talk about water. Water is the absolute essential, right? Other than calories, water is the essential to losing weight. Your body is 70% water, if not more, right? So water is going to be that kind of source of energy almost to your body. If you're dehydrated, that's not healthy, right? I drink a gallon of water a day, every single day. Your body needs that fluent running. It needs to be filtered. It's almost like going to get your oil changed, right? In your car. Right? You're going to check your oil every now and then in your car. If it's dirty, you got to go get that change out, so it's not going to run as well. That's kind of the same way your body works, except your body needs a lot more attention, because it needs to be worked on constantly. Water, I can't stress it enough. Plus, if you're ever feeling hungry, water is the absolute go-to solution. If I'm hungry, you know what I do first? If I need to be in a calorie deficit, I either drink some milk, some low-fat milk, or I drink some water, because both of those things are filling, and your brain cannot determine when you feel hungry. Most of the time, you're not actually hungry. You just need some water. You're dehydrated. Get water. You'll feel better. You'll lose weight. Is overall one of the best decisions you can make. You do not have to go aggressive with a gallon a day. I do that because personally for me, that's healthier, and that makes me feel better. But you can go for, there are numbers out there. You can go for half of your body weight in ounces. So if I'm 220 pounds, right, that's going to be 110 ounces of water a day. That's something you can run by as well. I stick with a gallon. I think that works for me. Do whatever works for you, right? Getting away from water, we're going to go into the types of foods to eat and not eat, right? So this is kind of broad, okay? So this can be kind of taken with a pinch of salt, metaphorically. So the types of food to eat and not eat, right? So you always hear, oh, don't eat fats. Oh, don't eat too many carbs. Don't eat too much protein. It can be bad for you. No, listen. The types of foods to eat and not eat completely are determined by calories. Once again, you have to keep calories in factor with this, right? So you have to understand calories make a big deal, but there are certain types of foods that are better for you and certain types of foods that just aren't that great, right? So at least fast food wise, because college students do run a little bit on fast food, it helps them be able to get through their day a little bit better. What I recommend, if you want to lose weight and you have to eat fast food a couple times a week, stay away from French fries. Automatically, French fries, no go. When I did my weight loss journey last year, I did it for a month. And my weight loss was very aggressive. I lost about 35 pounds in about a little over a month. And that's really aggressive. You do not have to go that fast. But I was determined to lose that weight very quickly. So that's what I went for. and it worked out for me. I cut out fries. I cut out everything of that nature. I ate Chipotle a lot, actually, because Chipotle is very, very good for you, actually, if you get the right things. And that kind of bad food that I'm talking about is just empty calories, right? Empty calories are things that don't have nutrient-dense goodness in them, right? So when I talk about nutrient-dense, I'm talking about stuff that's packed with good nutrients, right? We're talking about a lean piece of chicken breast, right? A chicken breast has, I believe, 40 grams of protein, and closer to that based on the size, and it is not that many calories. It is my favorite lean source of protein. It's very nutrient dense. It's packed with a lot of good nutrients in there. If you're going to eat something like French fries provide very little nutritional value for your body. They're made of quick carbs that just break down immediately and satisfy that glycogen intake. Not good for you, right? Just set a standard for yourself. You don't have to be perfect, but set a standard for yourself that you can uphold, right? I recommend when you wake up in the morning, grab something nice and protein filled in the morning, right? When I wake up nowadays, I have a bowl of oatmeal. I have blueberries or strawberries, whatever type of fruit I have available, bananas. I'll have oatmeal, some fruit on the side, and then I'll have yogurt and protein as well. Protein powder mixed in with my yogurt. And it's very good. It's very nutritious, very good. I use a low-fat yogurt. It's not that high in calories, but it's very dense in nutrients. The carbs you get from oatmeal are long sustaining, meaning you'll gain energy through them throughout the day. I also have a cup of coffee. I do splurge a little bit on the cup of coffee because I have a decently sugary creamer, but that's where you can have the fun foods. When you say, I like coffee, I'm gonna use a good creamer for that. So that's just a little bit on types of foods. I will be making another video a little bit down the road about more of the types of foods that we can get into and more of the things that I made when I lost my weight. Getting into number 4, should you exercise, right? There's a lot of mainstream talk, should you exercise? Do you need to run 3 miles a day to lose weight? Do you need to weight lift? Do you need to do this or that? You don't have to run 3 miles a day. You don't have to run at all to lose weight. All you need to be in is a calorie deficit. If you want to get in shape, by all means, I recommend it because I exercise 5 days a week when I was on my diet. It's very soothing. It's very nice because you feel better, right? You feel better. You're not tired when you go up the stairs. You walk up the stairs, you're not out of breath. And for me as a fat kid, that was like the biggest thing whenever I would go up a flight of stairs. I was always out of breath. Like the simplest things that sound so stupid, right? They are made so refreshing because of that. You get that simple kind of routine in your daily life. It'll make it easier for you and make you feel a lot better, trust me. So exercising is up to you. I recommend it personally. You don't have to exercise, but I recommend it, right? So getting into the last tip here. This one is crucial, in my opinion. This tip, do not overwhelm yourself, right? Have fun with this journey that you are on. Eat fun foods, right? As I said before, in the types of foods, I didn't say you can't have, French fries all the time. You can have them sometimes, right? You want to have fun foods because if you do something that's not sustainable for your endurance to get through this, you're not going to have fun. It's going to be miserable and you're not going to want to complete this, right? But I do have fun foods in moderation. I went to a wedding the other week and I bought a cake on my way home. I brought it home for my family to enjoy. And I had a little bit of that cake. But you know what? I didn't splurge. I didn't have the whole cake, but I had a little bit of it because that's good to get that in your routine, right? If you have fun foods every now and then, it is a reward rather than a common occurrence, right? So if you reward yourself for doing good, then you're going to have more success in the long term. So that is kind of the 5 steps that I put into my life, kind of 5 things that I put into my life when I was going through weight loss, when I wanted to lose weight that I did. I think they're very, very important and very crucial to anything you're going to do weight loss related. Biggest tip, don't overwhelm yourself. Start small, work it in, and have fun with it, right? So that's all for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you understood everything and it made sense. That's everything for today. I'll have more coming soon. We're going to talk about many more things in the future. We're going to talk about how we're going to build muscle, how we're going to lose body fat specifically, best foods to eat, diets to do, are they good? Going to talk about all that stuff coming up in the future. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like. I'm out.